I am really hungry. I don't know what to eat though. What should I eat? Because I'm not like super hungry. But I'm hungry, you know? You ever get those feels? Like, I'm hungry, but I'm not at the same time. The struggles. I think I might just do like a PB&J. I love my PB&Js. I actually haven't had one in quite a long time. Sorry, we're doing the cabinet thing again. It's easier for me to like make it here. I do live in a studio apartment, so I don't have much space to begin with. Yeah. So, kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something because I had a few revelations while told you I'm a freaking mess. Had a few revelations during Thanksgiving, like during that time period. So my in-laws went vegan the same time as my fiance, which was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. And yes, I know they're not technically my in-laws right now, but it's a little lengthy to say future in-laws when they're going to be in-laws at some point anyway, so I just call them in-laws. Thank you. So they all went vegan, and they love it. They genuinely love it, and I am so happy that they do. Because then, you know, it's really, if you're vegan, you know this, it's really exciting when you find another vegan in your life, or like when you have vegan people that are really close to you, because then you can just talk about the vegan things, you know, like animals and like how they're treated so poorly and like how much it affects us. And while like, yes, it's a very depressing topic, we like talking about it sometimes, you know? And it's refreshing to see someone else have the same point of view as you, because, I mean, while I don't want it to be, the majority doesn't think that way. So, by the way, this is the bread I use. It's the Whole Foods Organic Mighty Multigrain bread. Got 2 slices out. Ready for my peanut butter and my jelly. Actually really thirsty too. Let me drink some water first. Wow, guys, I'm literally all over the place. So, as I was saying, they're vegan. They're vegan now, and they love it. And I'm so happy that they do. And it's a beautiful thing. And my side of the family is not vegan. And while I've tried to convince them, and my fiance's tried to convince them, they're like not for it. Like, they're not doing it. I'm not saying that they're not, I didn't mean to say they're not for it. My parents are very open-minded people, so they get it. It's just more so, you know, they live with my brother and my sister-in-law and the 2 kids. So I think that's what they're taking into consideration. And they don't want too much diversity in food in the house, because, you know, you'd probably need like 2 fridges or something like that. I don't know. That's what I think they're thinking, okay? So I'm not saying this is exactly what they're thinking, but I really think that they should go vegan, just because of the health benefits. You know, you're only getting older. You want to like be as kind to your body as possible while being kind to the environment. I just feel like it's a better way to live. Not everyone agrees, but it's fine. I'll get over it. But anyway, so let's talk about Thanksgiving, how that was. So me and my fiance went to my parents' house first. And my mother is such a sweet person, and she's so kind enough to like make vegan things for us whenever we come by. Which I feel bad because she has to like cook more stuff, and then like everyone there has to end up eating like vegan food. I mean, she's a great cook, so you can't even tell that it's vegan, but like, I'm sure it's like a nuisance to some people. No names. Anyway, so we went there. We had the vegan food that she cooked us. Obviously, they don't believe in the same beliefs that we do, so we didn't talk about any of that stuff, right? I mean, we did a little bit, but not entirely. And then that was beautiful. The food was delicious. Like my mom, if you're watching this, you are an amazing cook, and I still need that recipe for that vegan chili you made. It was so good. So, and then fast forward to, then we go to my in-laws' house, where we had like a full-blown vegan Thanksgiving. So my mother-in-law made, there was like a vegan turkey, like a, what do you call it? Like a holiday roast, where it's from the brand Tofurkey, but there's like stuffing inside. So it's not in the shape of a turkey, it's like a holiday roast. Okay, I don't need to keep explaining. You guys are smart enough. So there was that, there was cranberry sauce, there was squash, there was wild rice, stuffing, gravy. So, you know, the whole 9 yards, but like in vegan version. Absolutely delicious. Again, lovely, lovely. Her name's Lucy. If you're watching this, you are also such an amazing cook. I'm so lucky to have like 2 beautiful women who cook. My camera cut out again, and I almost had a mini heart attack because I was like, oh my god, I've been talking for so long and I just lost all of this footage. Okay, but I didn't. So, what I'm saying, historically, it's a little sad. Not a little, it's a lot sad. And then now it's become this tradition of having a whole turkey for your whole family on that one day. So, it's terrible for the animals because so many turkeys die just in preparation for this one day. It's disgusting. It's terrible. So we were talking about that, and we were like, maybe we shouldn't even like be celebrating this because this is what it's about, right? We're all talking, and then this activist came up. So they've been listening to this one activist. His name is Gary Yourofsky? I think so. I think that's his last name. So, I had never heard of him before, and so I looked into him, and on our drive back home, we watched one of his lectures, and he's so powerful with how he says things and how he words it so that other people get it. He's truly, I was very moved by his lecture, and at some points I almost like got emotional and like wanted to cry, but I was holding back the tears. And he is just very good with how he gets his message out there. So he was saying how, you know, you could like wear a coexist bracelet, but like what are you actually doing? Like you're not actually helping the animals. Now I'm not saying you should like go on other people's lands and steal like cows and pigs off of those lands and get arrested. Like, I don't want you in jail. Please do not. But at the same time, it made me realize, like, I really, really want to make an impact with this. Like, I truly want to help the animals live a better life. And while I'm very new on YouTube and I don't want my entire channel being that, I do want this to be one of the ways, have this platform for me to educate people about veganism and how, like, we're all just stuck in la la land and we don't understand that what's happening to these animals is actually so gruesome, so terrible. It's disgusting. And if you really, like, think about, like, what meat is, it's flesh, and what milk is, and what cheese is. Like, if you actually let that process in your mind, you would be disgusted, and you would be like, oh my god, why am I eating this? Like, we don't need it. We don't need it in our lives. And, like, it sucks that, like, the media and society in general and the government have, like, convinced us to believe that we need milk for calcium, we need meat for protein, and we need all of this for all of that, when in actuality we don't, because milk doesn't really give you that much calcium. You know what gives you more calcium? Drinking almond milk. So it's really mind-boggling to me how brainwashed we are by the media. And, like, I don't blame you guys, for those of you who are not vegan. I don't blame you guys, because for, how old am I now? For like 22, no, yeah, no. For about 20 to 23 years of my life, I was the same as you. So that's like the majority of my life. I was the same way as you. So I don't... Okay, my camera is starting to overheat a lot and it's getting very annoying. So just cut off on me again. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't blame you for thinking the way that you do right now. However, I do want to be the one to enlighten you and really just give you the facts of what veganism really is, because I feel like it gets a bad rep when, like, we as vegans get very angry sometimes about, like, what people are eating, but it's for a reason, it's for a cause. Like, I get some of them are a lot more aggressive and annoying than others, and that sucks, but that's who they are as a human, okay? Like, not all of us have, like, terrible personalities. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I want to be the one to enlighten you guys about this. Like, I want to bring this to the world. At some point, I want the entire world to be vegan, because yes, it's possible. Yes, it's very sustainable. And no, we're not going to be overrun by animals, because we're not going to be, like, pushing production of animals unnecessarily because people want to eat them. Demand and supply, you know, basic economics. Sorry, my cat. So, yeah, that was my revelation. And I actually ended up emailing Gary, and he responded very quickly, which I was very surprised by, because I didn't think I would get a response until, like, a week. So that was really nice, and he sent me, like, a whole essay, and I basically asked him, like, you're amazing, you really move me so much, and I want to know what I can do to help. Like, give me some ideas, because I agree with you, like, this hair. Me just sitting here and just existing as a vegan, like, yeah, it did a little bit, but it's not doing that much. So he basically said that education is key, like, you can go to universities and do lectures and stuff like that. And yeah, But before I do that, I really want to test it out on YouTube and see how that goes, see how it's perceived by everyone. I know Freely is big on YouTube, and I actually used to watch her before I even went vegan. So some credit actually goes to her. Hi, Freely. But yeah, that's what I want to say. I want to save the animals, and I want to do it actively. And I'm going to think of ways to do it. So I'm actually in the works of starting a blog as well. I've written like a few blog entries in Microsoft Word. But that's actually going to be a thing that's coming as well. So let's leave it here. Had a great talk. Thank you so much. If you're still watching this, thank you so much for sticking through all of it. I'm not trying to be like offensive to anyone. I just really, really want to like education. I just really want to educate everyone out there about what's going on with the animals and why we should care. So thank you. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go eat my PB&J, and I hope you all have a beautiful evening or day or middle of the night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And I really, truly appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and more videos will be coming your way. Bye!